All right. What is up, everybody? This is Keith Jamison of the Jamison team at Likely Real Estate. It is Wednesday, September 29th. We have new data released by the Florida Realtors about the Tampa Bay area that I want to share with you. Just because, we're in crazy times, right? Not only with everything else going around, but just focusing on the housing market, things have been nuts. You've seen Jillian and myself both here, monthly telling you market's still warm, but a lot of people are actually, I should even say warm doesn't do it justice, right? Boiling hot. And a lot of people are seeing kind of what we are now. And things are slowing slightly, but that doesn't change a lot of the market. It's still a phenomenal seller's market. You're going to see the data that proves that. It's just that right now, instead of having, a house goes on the market and by the end of the weekends, there's 7, 8, 9 offers, or in our area here in Odessa, it was like 4 to 6. Now it's back down to like the 1 to 2, 3 offers, like how it was maybe last year around this time versus kind of just the craziness and the frenzy or whatever term you want to use it a few months ago. So let's take a look at the data so you can not just hear what I'm saying, but you can see it as well. So starting on page 1, you can just see year over year, things are slightly up from 2020. No significant change in terms of closed sales, just a significant change, which we've been seeing because of the appreciation that continues to happen in the median sales price and the average sales price. Pretty much anything that has to do with price, it's higher. But you can see just the data in terms of the amount of sales about the same as it was this time last year. Closed sales, as you can see month over month, you can see kind of our peak there in June. That's when it really felt like things went crazy. Really this April, May, June, we saw this huge year over year change, because this was sometimes when you'd see it lull down a little bit in past years and it blew up. Only 1.4% change year over year. Year to date, still up over 12% from this time last year. And that's just closed sales. And I should also mention, this is single family homes, not looking at townhomes or condos, similar data on those. Cash sales, we're not going to be too concerned with that here, but it's worth showing that it's a lot of cash sales, 71% more than the year. Actually, that's pretty significant. I didn't even notice that, first time running through. Just shows the amount, of investors and, maybe even retirees that are moving down this area is how I would interpret that. Now, median sales price, this is what I kind of want to highlight and what I think is so important, because while we've talked about that things have kind of slowed down from the absolute peak of things a few months ago, you notice that has not changed sales price. We continue to see these increases, right? Because what ends up happening is every time another home sells, that is the new comp, right? You sell, your next door neighbor has the exact same floor plan as you. He sells your house, just for random example, for $340,000. Well, now you're going to list for $340,000. And likely if your home is in similar or better condition, you're going to at least get that and potentially get more, right? You could even ask maybe at that point, $350,000 for your home. And that's why we keep seeing it progressively go up. If all of a sudden the buyer demand dwindles and those houses that are priced the same as what just sold or a little bit higher goes down, then we see the price go down. But right now there's still enough demand that even though it's not like the 10, 15 offers, it's still driving the prices up. So 340,000, we compare that to 338 last month, 331 the month before. So we still see it progressively going up. I do think we're going to see this table off though. Like I would expect this graph to just kind of table here, but we'll see. Average sales price, kind of just showing you the same thing I just saw up there. Again, little increments, but especially if you look at just from January this year, right? 353 to 413, that's a huge change. And then dollar volume is just staying about the same as we've seen it. So again, in summation, if you are a seller, it's still a great time to sell. Don't sweat it. You didn't miss the buyers, the market. You didn't hold on too long. All of those regrets, don't have them. It's still a great time to sell. If we can help you with that, please reach out. And for my buyers out there, do not get discouraged by things. Rates are still incredibly low. We're still in a very much a positive index for buyers because of those low rates comparative to prices, that it's still a good time to buy. So it's a very, very interesting dynamic we have in the housing market. It's a great time to sell, and it's still a good time to buy too, especially if you're, going from renting to buying, you're trying to upsize or you're trying to downsize. It's probably not the best time to go from a house you really like to another house you really like for no reason at all, just for the sake of change. That would probably be the one person I tell you, you probably should just wait it out. All right, that'll do it, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoy these videos, to hit subscribe and comment. It really does help. And again, if you have any other questions, real estate needs, whether it's the valuation of your house, should you buy or sell, just any advice we can do for you, we'd love to help. Our details are below. Reach out to Jillian and I. We certainly love to have a conversation with you all. Thank you again. Have a great rest of September, and we'll see you next time. Bye.